Regular readers of Car Middle East and visitors to our website and also our Facebook page will be familiar with a certain car that we've been referring to as the Red Baron. The Red Baron actually is a hot rod, and I'm here with Gaurav Dhar, who's the owner of the car that we've dubbed the Red Baron.
Yes, sir.
Now, first of all, what is a hot rod?
A hot rod is a mishmash of people who wanted to go fast but didn't have the money to buy supercars of the day. And what happened is that they took old cars that were pretty much abandoned or scrapped. And these were people from World War II who were GIs, who had skills in rebuilding things from toothpicks and hairpins, much like MacGyver did. And what they did was they took these cars and they made them as light as possible. As you can see, there's no engine bonnet there either. I mean, they've stripped that out.
Seems like simple physics to me. So take something, strip everything away, make it lightweight, and stick a big old engine at the front.
Yeah, and they say the men from Lotus, Mr. Chapman himself, he invented the phrase "add lightness."
Yep.
But these guys were pretty much the first ones to do it, and that's the truth. They did these things in a miraculous manner. I mean, have a look at what they've done right here.
That's extraordinary. And this is part of a subculture that basically took off in America, and it's alive till this day, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it is. I mean, what do you do when you have such ample skill but lack of funds? This is the product of that. This is the product of ambition, skill, genius, ingenious, and initiative. It's just unbelievable. The innovation that's been put into this product is mind-blowing, and the culture behind it.
So tell us about this particular car. This is your baby, the car that we've dubbed the Red Baron.
Well, this car was built by one man with his own two bare hands over a 5-year period. So what you've got here is, and yes, I have been cheating, this is a fiberglass body, but it is steel reinforced underneath. And what you've got is the original steel doors, and you've got a 1967 Corvette engine powering it. So what it's done is he's taken the shape of a 1927 Ford Model T, put on a 1932 shaped grille for a great radiator to keep it cool, and a big 6-pack 3 carburetor or triple deuce setup from a 1967 Corvette V8, 350.
So I'll tell you what. So you said 1937 body.
1927. That's
1927, 1932 grille, 1967 engine.
Yep.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is a hybrid.
This is.
This is a hybrid. This is perfectly green.
It is.
Although it's red, but it's actually green. But so what do we have here? There's an accelerator pedal, a brake pedal.
Yep.
What sort of gearbox are we talking about? Apart from this very distinctive and interesting little skull head that we've got there. What have we got there?
Well, what you've got is in the gearbox is it's called a genie shifter.
A genie shifter.
And a genie shifter is something that was a product that was released way out in the 60s and 70s later, along with Hurst shifters and everything else. And it was for people who were building modified vehicles. So what you can do is it's a very unique little piece of kit. While I'm driving around, if I have to, I can drop it down a gear or two while I'm just driving and just completely demand all the power I want from the unique 6-pack.
So three-speed transmission.
3-speed, yes.
And the power output? What do you reckon?
I haven't dynoed it, but when she goes, let's just say there are a couple of Maseratis, Porsches, Mercedes.
That are smarting. What sort of weight are we talking?
They weren't too happy with what I did to them. We are talking about a pretty heavy car, actually. These are supposed to be light, but this car is steel reinforced to make it safer, to have a rigid, more build. This car weighs in at 2,400 pounds, which is roughly about 1,150 kilos.
Yes.
My Triumph TR3A in the dry weighs 900 kilos, and that's a pure steel car. This is part fiberglass. It shouldn't weigh that much, but you've got a huge engine, you've got a triple deuce setup, you've got a huge grille, and then you've got the complete underneath done from a 1927 as well. In fact, the prop shaft is from a truck. If you manage to get a shot of underneath, it's actually a checkered flag.
All right.
And it's been done properly just so the power delivered from there can reach the wheels at the back and deliver performance each time. So you've got a truck axle and prop shaft underneath this car.
It truly is a hybrid. Okay, I think I better give it a drive.
Ooh, I think you should. I think everyone should.
Let's do this.
All right, here we go.
So what's it like to drive this old hot rod? Well, it's all pretty basic in here. I've got an accelerator pedal and a brake pedal very closely spaced together, and I'm having to use my left foot for the braking, so that means readjusting my brain to make sure that I remember it's not a clutch, it's a brake pedal. very exposed. Obviously there's no roof and I can see all around me. In terms of mirror, well, I only have this one little mirror here, and even for that I have to sort of lean over to look through it. And quite a little bit of play in the steering, as you can see. But the good thing about the steering is that I can really place this car because I can look right over the side. I can see exactly where the tires are. The engine, you can really feel the grunt as soon as you put your foot down, and you can certainly hear it. I mean, you certainly can't get more exposed than that. There is something very special about driving something like this because you can feel the mechanics of this car completely. There's nothing that's insulating me from the engine and the suspension, and by God, I can feel every bump in this road as well. But the sheer joy of driving something like this, the sheer exhilaration of being able to drive something that fundamentally is a body, a big engine, and four wheels, is a rare treat, it's a rare privilege. And I tell you what, none of the modern cars can ever compete with the smile that something like this is going to put on not only my face, but everybody else that sees it on the road. It's absolutely amazing.